are live. Welcome everybody to Champions of the Colossus. This is episode 28A, and this is the boss battle of the cultist's lair with the Guardians of Bonk. Last time, continuing from the battle in the Sanctum, Koso and Luronk entered the dungeon room where the I think that's supposed to say Koso and Brendeth. Whoops. But they entered the dungeon room where the prisoners of Sanvier were being held and fought bravely to protect the prisoners and eliminate the cultists. Brendeth got right to work at reviving Jim Highwater, who had been hacked to pieces, losing both his left arm and leg. Thelonious protected and healed the other two prisoners, delegate Tommand Forgekeeper, who had lost an eye in his torture, and little Jane, unharmed. Jim and Tommand both explained post-battle that the other guards, kidnapped villagers, and delegate Samuel Highsilver were either butchered or fed Jim's limbs, that rhymes, to turn into other wendigos. They also hint that a greater monster had been made and that it was being transformed right above them. Our Bonk Boys decided to quickly find the rest of their supplies before proceeding to find the greater monster. Tommand, with Jim slung on his back like a backpack, and little Jane holding his arm for silent support, followed our heroes. Bren and the crew managed to find an escape route, a slippery ladder that was hidden behind a waterfall. Koso and Luronk found the group's supplies, but were locked in a separate room and forced to solve a puzzle to escape. And you guys did great, even though, it took a little bit, but you guys did good. As the end of the session grew near, the group rushed through the lower floor, rising up to witness the birth of the one and only greater Wendigo, a failed resurrection of Phanor, who held a strange orb in the center of its exposed chest. And that is where we begin.
Roll for initiative!
I would like everybody to roll for initiative.
Let's go! Correct fail! Correct success! Somebody rolled a 1 and somebody rolled a 20.
Alright, give me 1 second to just prepare.
Remember that time that Alfred rolled like a 0.25 for initiative? It was funny.
That naughty cultist, that naughty cult fanatic.
There we go. Alright. At the top of the order is Luronk with his nat 20 for initiative. Alright, so Luronk, you enter this room as this Wendigo basically rises up from the dead bodies and lets out a frightening roar. When it let out its roar last session, I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Uh-oh. Wisdom saving throw. This is at is this at disadvantage because we're exhausted?
Nope, that's only for skill checks. This is a saving throw. Alright, with a 19, you felt a bit of a shiver from that scream. The scream kind of made you think of just all of your comrades who you had seen slaughtered in your home village. And it spooks you for a second, but you manage to shake it off and you look at this thing, ready to fight.
So how tall is it off? This looks like a little platform that it's on.
I would say that's... Oh... It's not that tall. It would probably be about hip height, so maybe like 2 or 3 foot platform.
Okay, so going to like here wouldn't be too bad.
No, you'd have to do like a little like climbing, but I would say maybe like double movement for difficult terrain to climb up there. Not for the whole like movement, just to get up it would be 10 feet instead of 5.
Would you be able to unpause the game?
Oh, I'm so sorry about that, my bad.
No.
So, to go here, would I be able to attack it, like, from down here?
I mean, yeah, because it would technically be at like hip height for you.
Okay. So I'm gonna go here.
You just wouldn't be able to hit like its head or whatever.
Yeah, I'm gonna go here, and I'm going to roll to attack it with my Hellfire Greatsword.
All right.
Normal.
All right. A 21 does in fact hit.
Cool. Let's try to do some damage. Let's see if it works.
That is slashing damage.
Yeah.
All right.
Magic slashing.
It takes the 9 slashing damage.
Cool.
You slice into its knees and it screams at you, basically.
Cool. I don't like that scream, so I'm gonna cast a level 2 smite.
I don't like the screen.
Let's see that damage.
And you hit
And
it.
then
Yep.
what?
What else?
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna roll to attack again.
All right.
Oh. Oh, it doesn't hit. That's it.
No,
And,
12 does not hit.
Okay.
If it doesn't hit, that's it.
How did
Let's
it
go.
go to Jordan's new character again? I literally changed your shit. Anyways, Brendeth.
Remind me after session. I know what's going wrong.
Okay.
But I can't change it myself, unfortunately. Oh, you know what? I planned my turn ahead of time. I didn't check the range on this spell. It is yes. Sorry.
You also have to, like, basically all of you, when your turn starts, you'll have to make a
Wisdom saving throw.
If you're within 60 feet, or
Bam. Easy clap. I should be
I
within
think
60 feet.
you were all within 60 feet except for these. Oh no, they're within 60 feet as well. Holy shit.
6
Yeah,
feet is
yeah.
away is.
You don't even get a shudder from this thing's scream.
All right. I hold person on the cultist in the back.
All right. Let's make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw DC 16.
It rolled a 15. So they are in fact held.
All right, and I am concentrating on that. So they are a good target if you want to do some damage because they cannot defend themselves. And
I'm gonna do this frozen, this little icicle thing for held.
all right, and I'm actually going to, since I am concentrating on that,
Wait, so who is this guy's frozen?
the cultist. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm just gonna take a little cover behind the corner, and I can always pop out if needed. But I'll let my turn there.
All right. At the end of your turn, this one is going to use one of its legendary actions to make another scream. This one's a little bit different.
What?
And oh, I did that wrong. There we go. Brendeth, I would love for you to make me an perception check, please.
Oh,
23.
damn.
Oh, come on. There we go. Now it's there. Motherfucker. You hear moaning and, movement from up here.
That's bad. Oh.
Ooh, great.
Oh.
But that's its turn, and now it is Koso's turn.
Koso didn't hear that. He's just paying attention to this.
You're kind of in the room, so it'd be a little harder for you to hear it. You can also make a perception check. It'll just be a little bit harder for you to hear anything. Because, you know, there's fighting going on around you.
That's fine.
Yeah, and I would say it would probably be harder for you to do a 10-foot distance attack from here, just because it is elevated.
Well, then, so what do I have to do? Get right up next to him?
Yeah.
Sounds dangerous.
Well, danger something middle name.
Danger something. Well, there's my wisdom saving throw.
Oh yes.
Can I stand like here?
Right, my bad.
I'll just stand here. It's fine.
You too feel a shudder as this thing screamed at the beginning of combat, but you too are able to shake it off and continue the fight.
Oh gosh, oh my. Okay, you all know what comes next. I just have to find the button. Alright, there it is. Consume resource. DC 16 dexterity saving throw. And it's only the greater Wendigo. Looks like it's not the, he's not within 10 feet.
Sorry, what was the
Damn
saving throw?
cultist.
My bad.
DC 16 dexterity.
Oh. It saves.
Motherfucker.
Does it take half damage or just no damage?
I think it takes pretty sure it doesn't take damage. But I don't know, honestly.
Alright. I mean, it would say takes half, otherwise.
Yeah, it's fine.
But you do have your astral arms. Would you like to attack?
Yeah. So do I have only one of them? So this uses bonus action. So then I still have my 2 attacks for my main action. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna clickety clackety.
Alright.
Once I find the button.
Roll to
again.
attackity.
There we go. 17.
Alright, 17 does in fact hit.
For 7.
As you punch this greater Wendigo, your fist makes contact with its kind of red, looks like it's almost burning on the inside bones, and the bones kind of reverberate against your punches, as if it's not doing as much damage as you think it would.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna punch it again.
Alright, you hit it. Same deal. You're not doing as much damage as you think it would.
I see. It's gonna be interesting. Alright, I don't think I have any other actions, but as I end my turn, I'm gonna say, you know, it kind of seems like my fists aren't doing much to it. Well, not really fists, but astral fists. And that'll be my turn.
Alright.
Indiscreet zombie.
Brendeth, you see this zombie come out of one of the rooms. And it's just mindlessly walking. It will attack the first thing it comes across, which is you. And it's going to try and slam its entire body against you to attack. Does a 13 hit?
Nope.
Alright. It stands there, anticipating nothing.
Rhapsody. I love it.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Oh wait. It can't go 35. Uh-huh. Jane is going to also make a wisdom saving throw.
Uh-oh.
She succeeds. She's going to stand there, her little, I think she was given a dagger. Her little dagger in hand, and she's just going to stand in front of Jim, ready to defend.
Oh, jeez.
It is the Wendigo's turn. It is going to make another scream at the two of you in front of him, and kind of gets down on all fours, digging its claws into the stage. And as the stone of the stage starts to crumble, it reaches out with a sharp bite at Koso.
Rip.
Does a 20 hit you?
Yep.
I will need you to take 4 piercing and 8 necrotic damage. This total is 16 damage. And then after it completes its bite, it's going to release.
Did you say 4 and 8? Because that's 12, not 16.
Oh, because it doesn't add the modifiers. 4 plus 2 piercing, and then 8 plus 2 necrotic. Sorry.
Ah.
It did a total, but then I went to click on it to be like, oh, let's see what it looks like split up, and I just didn't think math-wise. Sorry. Long day. Sorry.
I should have said anything, because I'd have more health.
Yeah, so after it bites you, it releases its claws from the stage and goes and side swipes at Luronk twice. Does a 17 hit you?
17 does, in fact, hit me.
Alright, so both claw attacks hit. For a total of 20 slashing damage.
It's a flesh wound.
And this thing is going to cry out loud and take a leap. And it's going to attach itself to the ceiling. Which, you guys can still reach him. The ceiling's not super huge. But he is now on the ceiling.
What?
Thelonious, I need you to roll me a wisdom saving throw, please. Alright. So, you hear this reverberating scream from the greater Wendigo, and you are frightened. You're going to be frightened of this thing for about a minute, and you can save at the end of each of your turns, which means at the end of this turn you can also save again. But for right now, I think the condition of frightened specifically is you have disadvantage on attacks when you can see it, and you can't go near it, right? Yeah, frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight, and the creature can't willingly move closer to the source of its fear.
What? Just what?
The fear condition.
He is frightened by the call of this creature. So because of that, he has disadvantage on attacking while he can see the creature.
Thelonious does?
Yeah, and he can't move into the room, basically. What would you
Guess we'll just heal Koso.
That works. There's no disadvantages to healing. I like how it says unaffected constructs undead.
So I get 9?
Yep.
Let's go.
Welcome back to the barely injured life.
Woo!
Anything else?
Nothing else I can do.
Alright.
I mean, disadvantage doesn't mean you can't, like, try to do things.
Literally can't walk forward, so no.
You can do, inspirations if you still have that left.
I mean, I don't even know what that does. I'm just gonna end my turn.
Healing word's also already a bonus action.
Oh shit,
You said you can't get closer while you're
Correct.
free?
Yes, you cannot
Jesus.
move closer to it.
Willingly.
Okay.
At the end of your turn, you may make another wisdom saving throw to try and shake off the fear.
Perfect.
You
Oh, no.
are still frightened of this thing. And at the end of your turn, this thing is going to make another cry. And when
Everyone?
it screams, Koso and Luronk, please make me a perception check.
Deception. Got it.
This is a disadvantage.
This is yes. This would be a disadvantage.
Oh, crap.
All right,
What would you rather
Koso.
roll?
While this
15.
thing screams, you hear an echo from the inside of its chest that says, "I'm sorry."
Oh my god.
And yeah, that's the end of its little legendary action. Ba-boom. Ship-a-da-boom. Ship-a-boom. Ship-a-boom. Tommand Forgekeeper is going to make his wisdom saving throw.
Let's go!
Wisdom save. Not at advantage or disadvantage. And he rolls an 11. He is afraid. And can... Yeah. Unfortunately, he cannot do anything while he is frightened, but he gets to make the save again because... Yeah. And he breaks out of it. Kaboomy. Kablammy.
Louis.
Alright. That was a fast and easy roll. So we'll move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And these things are just casually walking. They don't seem to they're not moving as if they have a great purpose in mind, but they are attacking the first thing they come across physically. The naughty cult fanatic is going to try and break out of this hold person. That's a... Let's see, what's it again? Fuck. Wisdom saving throw, and it's at the end of their turn, so they can't really do anything. So they're gonna do their wisdom save. And does a 13 beat that? I don't believe so. Rolling back up. Yeah, no it doesn't. He is still held. I swear, if we get through this fucking fight, and I don't get to do another, like the last cult fanatic, nothing happened. Cult fanatic after that, nothing happened. Ah! Jim Highwater is missing 2 limbs. I don't know why I have him in this order. I'm gonna remove him from the combatant list. He's just...
Jim's limbs.
Yeah, Jim has no limbs. Jim doesn't get that. And it's the top of the order. Luronk.
Cool. I'm gonna use
This thing
5,
is
10.
looking down at you from the ceiling.
That's fine. I'm gonna use 5, 10, 15, 20. Or sorry, 5, 10, 15, 20 move speed to get around the Wendigo.
Okay.
And get up to this guy because I have advantage on him. So I'm gonna roll to attack.
All right. That hits.
It's also automatically a crit thanks to hold person.
Motherfucker.
Oh.
Melee attacks are automatically crits.
Motherfucker.
Oh.
Which means
Yeah.
you can roll crit smite damage too.
Stop it.
Just saying.
Let me have him for 1 round. Jesus.
Delete him!
I want to save my smite for the big thing that's glowing near me.
Yeah, you might want to save the sniper.
I've only got a couple of them. Alright, attack.
That's fine.
Advantage. Are you kidding me?
That still hits.
Oh! Crit.
He's still alive, motherfucker.
But
Goddamn. Oh,
not-
you almost died.
Yeah.
I can
Unless you
use.
throw a level 1 smite.
I will throw a level 1 smite.
God damn it!
I want to know
Delete
what
him.
he does. I want to know what he does.
That hits.
Don't kill him.
Give it damage.
I think that was damage.
Yeah, 17
Oh.
is the damage from my smite.
Oh fuck! I forgot. You're not hitting again. God damn it, motherfucker! God
Oh my my god!
The power of hold
God
person with a paladin
damn
in the
it.
party is immense.
I kind of wanted to see what he does, though. I'm a little sad.
Well, now you can't.
Did the Wendigo just watch me delete his friend?
Well, it's not
No,
fair.
he's staring at
Master.
Koso now.
That's a little bad.
So that guy's dead, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't see into the room, so I'm no longer concentrating on that spell.
Okay.
I mean, you don't need to, right? Like, once he's dead, do you just know that the spell is over?
So the spell just ends, yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else, Luronk?
No, that'll be it.
Oh,
for
okay.
me.
Brendeth.
I'm going to shuffle over here, next to this zombie. And, yeah, I'm gonna stab the one... Yeah, I'm gonna stab the one to my right there. The one that I just approached. Which is this attack, yes.
Dissection.
24.
You hit.
11 damage. And, yeah, I'll put one Perfection of Mind die into that, so that's an extra D8. D8.
Do you want to look at the thing?
No, he already said it.
I already said it. It's fine. I was planning on it before I initiated the strike, so it's...
Well, I guess that one dice doesn't... That one damage doesn't matter anyway.
Like a nat 1 rip.
Yeah, it would have been a 1 anyways, exactly. So that's my turn. Woo!
Alright. At the end of your turn, the Wendigo slams on the ceiling and screams.
Ground? Or, wait.
Oh, fuck.
It's on the ceiling.
Oh, fuck.
Well, I thought it was like dropping and slamming on the ground.
Nope. Like, it basically releases its arms, goes, like, falls back, so you basically see, like, it's basically standing on the ceiling with its feet claws dug in, and then it, like, rears back up and slams onto the ceiling with a large scream, and from this bloody basin, a Wendigo appears.
That's bad.
Spooky, scary skeletons.
Yeah. But before the Wendigo goes, it is in fact Koso's turn. Koso, you get the choice. Do you want to attack the one on the ceiling or the one in the bloodbath?
The one that I might be able to do more damage to? Entitled whore.
Entitled whore.
What's entitled Wendigo?
It is an entitled Wendigo, yeah.
18.
Alright. Wait, who are you attacking? The
Entitled Wendigo.
You gotta move your character.
No,
That's
I
10
don't.
feet.
Oh wait, is it? Holy shit, wait, what? Motherfucker!
I'm not getting any closer.
Never
to
mind!
that. They already
Yeah, the 18
KO'd me
hits.
once.
The 18 hits.
For 10. And then clickety clackety for 18 again. And there's the damage because it's the same number for 8.
Alright.
And then clickety clackety 22. And that's higher than 18. I know what 18 is, so here's your damage 11.
Alright.
Oh, damn, that's 29 damage.
Yeah, you hit this thing for a shit ton of damage, and because, you know, your astral arms are basically like fucking magical, you're doing as much damage as you think your punches should be doing.
Damn, let's go. Koso's gonna look at Luronk and say, uh-oh, I don't think this is good, but my fists appear to be working. Although, did you hear what the big guy said when he screamed last?
Koso,
And then
you
my
didn't
turn.
hear that. Koso,
Yeah, I did.
You failed your perception check.
You
Only Luronk heard it,
literally...
right?
I got the 4 on the perception, so I'm
Oh
the
wait,
one that
shit,
didn't hear
was it the opposite? Oh my god, I'm a fucking idiot. Never mind.
Yeah, I got an 11, he got a 4.
It's okay. It's been a long day, okay? Long day at
Oh,
work.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
But that did in fact happen, and
Yes, you heard it. You heard it. Sorry.
The words I said.
So sorry.
They don't have to be struck. They don't have to be struck from the record.
They're not stricken for the record. Let it be clear. The record is remaining. It's remaining.
It's fine.
And I kind of give a confused look back to Koso after he says that.
All right. This Wendigo has just been struck by Koso, so it doesn't really have much of an idea in its head other than kill.
Rip. I mean,
that's what it's gonna do to you.
No regrets. It would do that anyways.
It would have rolled to see if it went after the frightened people over here.
Yeah.
Alright, it's going to try and bite you. Does a 20 hit?
Yeah.
Alright, you're going to take some damage, and I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, as there is some black inky liquid that comes out of its bite. Take 12 piercing, and you fail, so you are also going to take 4 necrotic damage.
So what's the total then? Sorry.
16 total.
Okay. Got it.
Necrotic damage sucks.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, that's
And
fucking
that's
shitty.
its turn. Indiscreet zombie is going to try and slam up against our boy. Does a 13 hit you, Brendeth?
No.
No, okay. Good.
No.
Brendeth is fighting zombies, and
Yep.
Luronk and I are fighting a greater Wendigo and a Wendigo.
Hey, there was a cultist.
I mean,
there was
I don't want the
That's
zombies
true.
to reach the NPCs, so.
Oh no! Everything that's happening needs to be happening, but it's
Oh,
just
fuck!
funny.
Oh, well, actually, he'd probably... Like I said, they're mindless, they're dumb, they're going to attack the one without limbs first. So this one's going to try and slam into Jim.
Uh-oh, Jim's limbs.
And it rolls terribly, so surprisingly, Jim does not get hit by this thing. He rolls out of the way, and Jane's held action goes off, and she tries to stab him.
You don't have limbs as an automatic crit, because you're basically, like, prone.
I mean,
Just
it
kidding.
has advantage, but the thing had advantage, it rolled a 7 and a 6. I don't know how to make it better, okay?
I mean...
Ryan, can you stop working for the enemy?
Also that! You're like,
Let
what?
him
No,
live.
don't kill the fucking cultist. No, the guy needs to be able to fucking crit at advantage.
Oh my god!
I never said that.
Jane rolls a fucking 20, my dudes. A 20.
Dog?
My
Did you get
god.
a crit a zombie?
A natty 20?
Not a natty 20, an unnat 20.
Aw, well, still a 20 total is hell yeah, Jane. Get
But
him.
with that,
Get him.
she does in fact kill the frenzied zombie.
Let's go!
The trauma!
Everything's fine!
The trauma. It is the greater Wendigo's turn, and it has some options. With a 4, this thing dashes forward
Oh
through
god.
the ceiling.
That's
Well,
bad.
Through the ceiling or
Not
across the ceiling?
Across the ceiling. It basically just gung, 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 gung across the top of the ceiling. At full speed, mind you. This thing is not slow, and gravity is not pulling it back. And it dashes and drops right in front of Tommand and Thelonious. And it is going to take a swipe at Thelonious.
Uh-oh.
Or a bite at Thelonious.
That did 20 damage to me. That's not good.
Does a 21 hit you?
Yep.
Alright, you are going to take 13 damage.
No, it's not horrid.
And then it's going to take its claws, and one is going on Tommand, and one is going on Thelonious. The first one is for Tommand. That is a 12. Let me look at the armor class I gave him. And it meets the armor class.
He died. Oh, Tommand.
Okay.
Tommand.
For 13
How's
damage.
gonna do?
Okay, so he had no health.
Okay, he
Yes.
has, like, no health.
Well, I mean, they're NPCs, so.
Question.
Yes?
Was he killed outright or just to zero?
He is at 0.
Okay.
I'm just putting the little
changes
skull on
things a little
him
bit.
because, like,
Yeah, that's fair.
I
just had to clarify.
So is he just knocked out?
I like giving NPCs death saves, especially when
Okay.
they're like important. You're technically.
Well, yeah.
I don't.
I just didn't know if he took like double his HP or whatever.
No.
Okay, good.
He did
All
not
right, good.
completely fucking eat shit, basically. Does the 17 hit you, Thelonious?
Yep.
Oh shit. For 12 slashing damage.
Alright. Did that. That's not how I do the math. I almost did that very wrong. Okay. Listen to this.
Oh no.
I have an idea. I go next.
Yeah.
Badly injured. Oh god. I wish I could see people's health.
Alright, so, as it attacks you guys, it goes to roar, and as it roars, it sniffs the air, and then its head snaps at Koso, who is currently bloodied, and he takes a leap.
Nice.
And does not succeed in biting you, as it goes into a blood frenzy. Because you're bloody. Thelonious,
Oh.
you are currently still frightened, but at the end of your turn? Let me read it again, just to check and see. Yep, at the end of your turn, you can make the save again to see if you are not frightened anymore. The Tommand right next to you just went down. The claw attack on him kind of gashed open his throat, and it's actively pulsing out of him.
Yeah, I have like no healing left, so.
Do you have any potions?
I mean, I was just gonna. I was gonna pop this,
Polymorph.
to be honest. I think it's time to bust this out.
Who are
Six
you
wisdom
polymorphing?
saving throw.
Myself.
Alright, what are you
Hell yeah.
What are you gonna polymorph into?
Giant ape.
Yeah,
Oh,
what?
yeah.
Alright. I'd like you to roll me a d20 as your form gets larger and you start pushing at the body of Tommand. Just
Uh-oh.
Are you gonna crush him to like a pancake?
I mean, his figure does get bigger.
Oh.
With a 14, you manage to step in a way that you are not crushing him completely. I'm just gonna move him over here. Even though he is technically not over there, he's just kind of like out of the way of you. But now you are giant ape.
Oh, so giant ape is like a thing with like its own stats that he now has?
Yes, I need to bring up monsters. Monsters. Giant ape. That is a terrible picture. But I just wanted to get the sheet out so I can assign that to our boy Thelonious and he can use it. Configure permissions. Thelonious should be able to own this, and Thelonious, you should be able to see the giant ape form.
Yep.
So you now have those stats, that HP, and You're gonna have to find something to throw if you want to throw rock, but you can fist.
Alright, I guess question, because I'm just going to reset my HP to
Do not
those
change...
numbers.
Oh.
I guess.
Write down somewhere your HP of 20.
Yep.
Because when you drop that form, it goes back to the HP of 20. So if you get hit to 0 with the ape, any additional damage will carry over onto your current your current HP.
We just...
I can't speak, cast spells, or take any other action that requires hands or speech.
Yeah, but he is ape now. But giant ape do lot good things.
Oh yeah, giant ape is hella pog.
All right. So I just wrote it down, but for never mind. I can do it this way.
What's that?
I guess I'm just gonna reset it on the character just to show like a giant 8 HP versus not my current character HP.
You can also add temp HP and just change it to temp
Ooh.
HP.
Smart.
So would I go to full HP, or would it be like minus what I was having? So if I had like 20 out of 50 and the current HP...
You do 20 out of 50, and then in temp you would just add 138. And then there you go.
What?
So then you would just subtract the
Did
138.
you just say 138?
So
Yep.
you just do -5, and it'll do the math for you.
Okay.
So that way your HP, it'll still look like you're badly injured on your token, because that's just how the token works. But technically you are at full health for the boy. For the
It's a
boy.
4th level. Okay, I'm like, well, how is this?
So I would
How
just
is this
add...
regulated?
So that's for temp HP, I just add giant ape's HP, right?
Yeah. So
Okay, so...
I put it in there, so you should see it.
Yep, I mean, it's 157.
Oh yeah, 150.
Holy fuck!
Oh yeah, that's its.
You probably
base
have more health than the thing you're fighting.
Yeah, that was pretty much the plan.
Yeah. All right, it is the end of your turn after that, so you may roll again, for being scared.
Son of a bitch.
If you fail, that's fucking funny.
I'm so sorry.
Does the ape have a higher wisdom?
The ape has actually, well, it has the same wisdom, but I definitely clicked it myself.
Yeah, you use the ape stats
Modifier?
now.
It's the exact
that's
same
same.
numbers.
Then I wouldn't.
Yeah, they have the same wisdom, the exact same wisdom score. So unfortunately, your ape is a little bit scared of this Wendigo. Hey, but there's other monsters behind you that you could totally fist.
Oh,
Yeah, pretty
it's
much.
that kind of fight.
Oh my god.
I mean, I always fist when I fight, so.
Jesus. Thelonious. Also, at the
Nope.
end of
Or,
at the end of your turn, this thing screams once again. There we go. Glamorous. Oh. Tommand Forgekeeper is gonna roll me a death saving throw. He nat 20'd it, guys!
He's back
No
up!
fucking way.
Hell
fucking
yeah!
NPCs are nat 20, meanwhile I'm getting single-digit wisdom checks.
This is
Feared
sometimes
as
how
a
it
fucking
happens.
Donkey Kong, and
This is...
you're King Kong, and you're getting feared by a fucking Wendigo, and Tommand's fucking net 20.
Tommand's like, I refuse to fucking die, and he breathes life into himself once more.
Breathes life into himself.
Glamorous zombie. Gonna try and slam our Brendeth boy. Let's see, these things actually do
Hit
that.
me.
Yep, nope.
You won't.
Yeah, no. And we're back up to Luronk. You just saw this Wendigo kind of creepily crawl across the ceiling, hit your boys, turn around, try and bite Koso, and then one of your boys turned into ape.
Yeah, so I'm not happy about what this Wendigo just did, so I'm about to pull some bullshit. I'm gonna use, oh wait, okay, so I'm gonna use my Channel Divinity to poison strike my weapon, which basically, next attack I do deals 2d10 plus paladin level, or 20 plus your paladin level if you have advantage on attack rolls, which, by the way, he's got a friend next to him, so I've got advantage on my attack rolls.
What kind of damage?
This is poison,
Okay. Thank you.
so I'm gonna go ahead and attack with advantage. Oh, are you kidding me?
That attack does not hit.
Does the second one.
That attack does hit.
That does hit, so he takes 27 damage.
What?
That's poison?
Yep. On top of the 20, so he takes 37 damage, and I'm going to level 2 smite.
How the fuck? What?
Yeah, yep.
There you go.
I don't.
Yep. So he takes 29 damage total.
29 plus 27 of poison.
As you see the poison kind of ripple through his body and disappear.
Hmm.
And
You
you,
just did
Well-
57 damage.
you feel as
The
though the
poison
poison
didn't-
you attacked with did not affect him at all.
Okay.
That is fucking gnarly. What? And
Oh,
all your
that's my
shit is
turn.
at advantage. What?
He's got a friend next to him. But yeah, that's my turn.
Why does the fact that there are two people make you stronger?
Alright, at the end of this thing's turn, it is going to, or at the end of your turn, does it have any electric actions yet? I think it used 2 since its last turn. So it'll use its last one to scream. What bad luck. And this Wendigo comes out of the pool of blood as well. And as it screams, both Koso and Luronk make me a perception check.
Sure. Disadvantage, right?
This is the big boy that's doing this, right?
Yes. Alright. Again, Luronk, you hear nothing. Koso, you hear from inside its chest cavity, "Please help me!"
Oh, was that please help me?
Yep. Brendeth,
Hi.
what would you like to do?
Well, Tommand is back up. Not looking great, but back up. And there's a big giant ape in the way. That's good. I'm gonna use field surgery on Tommand.
Alright.
So he gets to roll 4 of his hit dice if he has them. Up to 4.
I would
And
assume his hit die would be this, so roll that. And then boom. Back up to full.
perfect. That's my action.
Alright.
So I'm just gonna stay here and try to block these zombies from getting closer to the Jane and stuff. That's my turn.
Koso. You are badly injured, but so is the Wendigo in front of you. And the other Wendigo in front of you. Not really the other Wendigo that's in the pool of blood.
I don't really. I was thinking about trying to mind link with it, see if I could talk to it, but For right now, I need to make sure I don't die, and that requires me to have all of my actions.
Smart
so I'm
idea.
gonna try to kill the entitled Wendigo.
Alright. That hits! Alright, for 7 damage.
This bitch still alive,
The
motherfucker.
bitch is still alive.
Crit.
Yeah, duh.
Crit.
It die.
Edge, let's go. Alright, so that was... that. So can I use it? It says action. Does a bonus action count as an action? I don't know how that works. Okay, so I would have.
So you are unable to do that if you attack.
I'll just use my last strike on big boy. 20.
A 20 does in fact hit.
10 damage.
It does not do as much damage as you thought it was going to do.
Yeah, well, guess what?
I'm trying.
Alright, that'll be my turn.
Alright. The fair zombie. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm going to move its dead friend out of the way. And is going to attempt to attack Jim. Slam. Slam at advantage. It rolled an 8.
An advantage.
At
Hell
advantage. A discreet zombie is gonna try and slam at Bren. At normal. And it rolls a 19.
Oh
That's
my God.
they hit. I'm
For-
proud of these
for
zombies. They did
7 bludgeoning damage.
it. Whoa!
Clap, clap, clap.
That's a tenth of my HP.
My god. It's okay. Obstinate zombie. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. We're gonna move its dead friend out of the way. 30. Jane is going to attack the fucking zombie in front of her, because, scary. For a 19... Guys, I think she's the main
She's-
character now.
She's insane.
I think she's the main character now. You guys,
She-
I'm sorry.
She's crap.
Fucking apparently.
I mean, yeah, I couldn't do my poison damage. Rip.
I mean, these are zombies. They're a little bit different. They're not the boss of this fight.
She's gonna have earned a level of rogue by the end of the night.
I know, right? Alright, Greater Wendigo is in a little bit of a blood frenzy, and it's going to attack the most injured person near it, which is Koso.
Nice, let's go.
It's going to try and bite for 24 to hit for 11 damage total.
I love how you didn't ask me what my AC was.
No, I don't need to. It's a 24.
11 damage.
Yep. And then it's going to claw attack you.
Oh, I might die.
17 does not hit, but it's going to claw attack one more time. And hits for 6 slashing.
I'm still alive, I'm still kicking. -6. 5 health.
Oh, 5
Oh,
health.
I
my
can't.
God.
Oh god.
Wait, I can help. I have fighting style interception. I can use that on one of those attacks.
It's definitely too late, I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Well, I can-
but there's no way that's like gonna fly. I'm already at 5
unless,
health.
what does the description of it say?
When a creature you see hits a target other than you within 5 feet, with an attack, you can use your reaction to reduce the damage the attack the target takes by 1d10 plus proficiency bonus.
Alright, you can roll that.
Yeah, I guess so.
And we're reducing the damage of 6. So you can only decrease up to 6, but you can roll 1d10 plus your proficiency.
Why can I only decrease up to 6?
So that was the last attack.
That was the last attack.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Perfect.
+6, let's go!
Last attack did basically nothing. It went in almost... You basically saw this thing almost start cutting into your neck, and Luronk just in time throws his sword right at the claws to, like, knock it away from you. Thelonious,
Honestly, forgot
big
that I had that
boy.
one.
Quick question. What does an inspiration do again? And can I even use it?
You can use it for advantage on rolls, of course.
Okay. Just wanted to check. Still can't walk into this room.
However, you can turn around and see that there's 1, 2, 3 zombies behind you.
Alright.
And you can, in fact, turn towards them to fight.
Yep, and that's where I'm gonna have to go. Just gonna have to kind of go around him.
You can go through allies. You just can't stop in their space.
Alright, we'll
Big-
take out...
Big-
Let's go with the first one here.
Alright.
Um,
Go ahead and roll to fist.
so I see there's this is a different class of character, so I have to still try to figure some of this out.
So with
I see there's
multi-attack-
multi-attack?
Yep.
Does that just mean I have to do the fist attack twice?
Basically, when you attack, you can either use rock once, which you can't do unless you find rock, or like other throwable object, or 2, you can do fist twice. And you don't have to do it like twice at this guy only. You can hit this guy, and then if you have movement, you can walk up here and hit one of these guys.
Okay.
But you have 2
So,
attacks, but that is
let's-
action.
Let's see. I'm just double checking how much movement I just did.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, that was 15.
Yeah, you have
Wait,
plenty of
you
movement.
left us?
I can't go into this room.
Oh, that's true.
He's still
Did you just-
afraid of the Wendigo.
Yeah, we're
Oh,
gonna do
the
a multi-attack,
enemy.
and we're gonna
Yeah.
attack the one living zombie here.
Alright.
Giant ape attacks with its fist.
Yes.
Bonk.
That hits.
Damage. Bonk.
Oh my god. 3d10. Oh.
Giant ape, don't fuck around.
You kill
Look
that
at those
zombie.
rolls.
Alright, we're gonna... Just gonna push... We're just gonna kind of step on that corpse.
That guy out of the way so you can see clearly.
Alright, and
You throw a
then...
zombie corpse as a...
that was the next plan, was basically just pick the corpse up, one of the corpses up, and have rock.
You did.
Yeet.
Yep.
Yeet the body.
The one closest to you or the one in front of you?
Closest,
Okay.
because...
That hits. And you kill it.
Can I basically just end my turn by picking that up as rock inventory?
You now have dead zombie as rock inventory. You go to pick it up, and like the bottom of its body disconnects from the top of its body because it's a zombie, and you have its torso as rock.
Works for me.
Oh.
I'm giving it some flavor. Tommand is now up, and he looks at Brendeth and says, "Thank you." And he's gonna just kind of squeeze in here, and is going to try and take a swing at the boy. I forget what weapon he was given. Was he given the longsword? Or a scimitar from fucking Luronk's inventory?
I think I gave him a scimitar.
Alright.
Yeah,
Is
that's
that-
true.
Yeah, I had 2 scimitars, now I have 1.
And if I learned anything from Hunter x Hunter, it's that rock is the strongest.
I
So,
think I rolled
I'm
with
glad I
Luronk's
rocked
stats, so hold
on
on
the
one
team.
second. Let's redo that. And he still rolls a 20. Okay. For two slashing damage. For 2.
Ooh.
You wanna know something funny?
Yeah.
It kills the fucking zombie.
How much health does the zombie have? 2 or 1? Guess we'll never know.
I guess we'll never know.
Somebody go do 1 damage and see if it dies.
Alright. At the end of Tommand's turn, and because
real quick, I forgot to make the wisdom saving
Oh
throw.
yeah, make the wisdom save to see if you're like not frightened anymore.
Hello, nope.
You're fucking kidding.
Alright.
Giant
I'm sorry.
issues
Hilarious. I'm not gonna die, hopefully, because I have a plan, but... Wait, we need the ape!
Yep, so at the end of the Tommand's turn, this Wendigo, bloodied and angry, starts slamming onto the ground, screaming at the top of its lungs. And all of you hear an echo
Jesus.
of a I don't wanna die. And you hear lots of scraping of metal and bone from down the halls.
Right.
Uh-oh.
Do, 5, 10, 15, 20. Alright. They're all coming from different areas too, so I need to like figure out where they're going. Alright. Back to things that are actually within combat range. This Wendigo is going to step out of its little pool, shake off a bit, and then go to attack Luronk
Thank God.
with a bite and a claw attack.
It'll just close the door.
Does a
Just kidding.
20 hit you, Luronk?
Yes.
Alright, I need you to take damage and make me a constitution saving throw as some black inky liquid comes out of its mouth and into your skin.
Does not go into my skin.
You save. It does not go into your skin, but you do
Sorry,
take
how much damage was that?
You take 8 piercing damage.
8.
How do you know the saving throw wasn't a DC 23?
That would be absolutely ridiculous. And its claws do not make contact with your body.
Okay.
DC 23 is when you're fighting actual god.
At the end of its turn, nothing happens. Luronk.
Yeah. Okay, now that this Wendigo came up, I have advantage against the big Wendigo.
Oh my...
Does 19 hit?
A 19 does in fact hit, yes.
There's some 13 damage. Does a 20 hit? I assume, yes. There's 11 damage for 24. Slashing magic damage to the greater Wendigo.
Alright. This thing
And
is
that be my turn.
Yep, this thing is starting to look really bad, and it looks like it's getting angrier and angrier and brighter and brighter.
Who's gonna explode?
This thing is gonna go Brendeth, the skeletons are not skeletons. The zombies are finally dead. Around you.
There are skeletons.
You may or may not see a slight bit of something over around the corner.
Yeah, I can see that, but I trust in Tommand's been putting in work, and now I've got a giant ape on my side here who's been putting in work. So I'm gonna leave that to them for now. And let's see, how close do I gotta get? This close. And I am going to take one of my scalpels and reach down to the exact point on my arm that matches the point on Koso's arm where I drank blood from him earlier, and just slice open my own forearm. And instead of drinking the blood, I will sort of like smear it on my hand and cast a spell with it, and I will cast Life Transference.
What?
Which causes me to take 16 necrotic damage. So I'll go ahead and subtract that. Koso, you heal for 32 points of healing.
What?
DM, is it okay if I ask how low that leaves him? Is that too much information?
You can ask how he looks.
After that healing goes through, how's he looking?
He's looking a bit cut up, but not anything too serious.
Okay. I'm gonna dump 2 Perfection of Mind dice into that, bringing me down to 3 remaining. An additional 7 points of healing. And that's my turn.
Give me 1 second to do
Boom,
some
diggity.
mental math over here. Because somebody might be oohoo in danger. Okay, good. After your turn.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Sorry.
Sorry. I thought you said
if I did say that, I was mistaken.
Probably my
because
bad.
I would like to also, since they are covering the north side, I will place myself here just in case, and that's my turn.
All right. Koso, it is now your turn.
Man, this turn tracker is freaking huge. Okay.
Thank you.
So many things.
Oh, I can get rid of the things that are dead. Hold
Oh
on.
no, it's really okay.
I mean, it makes it easier for everybody.
Can I still attack the regular Wendigo around Luronk?
Yes, but if you roll a nat 1, you might end up hitting Luronk by accident.
That's fine. I'm pretty sure he'll survive.
The only time I'd say no is if, like, Luronk was, like, a large creature. Then I'd be like,
I
can
can't
you?
move without using a key point or taking an attack of opportunity, so I'm just gonna try to hit. I know that this guy's not taking my punches. Well, actually,
Well, you don't know the thing's reach. If it has reach, you're technically not moving out of its,
Oh yeah, but I'd have to find out.
Yeah, you would have to fuck around and possibly find out.
Oh, wait, you walked away from me and I forgot to take attack of opportunity earlier. Rip.
Yeah.
Didn't you use interjection then, or whatever?
No, that was a while ago. At, like, the
okay.
very beginning.
I was thinking back to me being dumb.
I'm gonna try to. I think I can attempt to mind link with this greater Wendigo. All it says is I have to see it. I mean, I'm next to it, so I'm assuming I'm in range. So I'm gonna use my action to try to establish a mind link, and then I don't know if there's any indication, but I'm gonna think hard. I'm gonna think. Hello, can you hear me?
Now we can.
I was not expecting this. I was not expecting this.
I mean, you can just say it doesn't work. Oh.
So, Koso, some weird things happen when you mind link with this Wendigo. As you mind link with him, you feel like the battle starts to slow down second by second until basically everyone is frozen in combat stance. And as everyone starts to freeze, you feel your body starting to fall. and you collapse to the ground and faint unconscious. But as you faint unconscious, your eyes kind of adjust, and you see yourself awaken in a forest. In this forest, there is a beautiful cabin, and right outside the cabin is a small halfling woman hanging up laundry. Running around her is a little child with a deer head for a head. And that child jumps around singing and dancing and basically having the time of its life. And as it runs a little bit farther away from the house and towards the forest, you hear the halfling woman say, "Phanor, not too far. Stay close to Mom." And then your vision fades, and you wake up prone next to the Wendigo. And we're gonna continue with the battle because it's not over.
Uh-oh!
Wait, so I'm just prone? Uh-oh. Oh, fuck.
It's still your turn though.
But I'm prone?
You are prone, so you'd have to do half of your movement to get up. But you did just see something that, you just saw something.
Yeah, I did, didn't I?
Yeah.
Phanor,
Phanor.
What? What?
Phanor. I believe it was.
Phanor? Wasn't that like... I thought I had this written down. Isn't that the person from like that book?
It's the cult we're fighting!
Well,
Yeah, but it's
the
like
cult
the
is
god
of
or
a
something.
god. The god is
Yeah.
called Phanor.
Yeah, Phanor, yeah, it's the god. and apparently the god's mother. Okay. Okay. Wasn't expecting that. Anyways. Alright, I'll use half my movement speed to get up.
Alright.
And I'm gonna stay in place because I don't want to test the attack of opportunity stuff. And
Koso,
yeah.
can you make me a perception check, please?
Yep. That's nature. Did I roll?
Yeah. You get up, kind of wipe off whatever dust was on the floor, and you look up at the greater Wendigo to, prepare yourself for any potential attacks. And this thing is just staring at you. Head cocked slightly.
I'm going to look at it and say, "Hey, did you see that too?" And then end my turn.
It nods its head.
Jesus!
I'm glad I can invoke response from you guys.
Well, this is crazy. I love it.
I'm glad you guys like it.
That is not what I thought was going to happen when I did that.
Look, it was something I had planned, but that's not how I expected it to go down. Partly. It's Jane's turn. There's no bad guy. She's gonna hold her action. Greater Wendigo finishes nodding at Koso, and then turns to Luronk, and goes to attack Luronk.
Oh, what? Am I not gonna get attacked?
I mean, you have less health too. Or Luronk's more injured too, so you'd be attacking Luronk.
Yes, it's also in a frenzy, so technically, with its frenzy,
It doesn't
would be
matter.
attacking Luronk. Yeah, if you didn't do that, it would still just be attacking Luronk. Does a 23 hit you?
It does.
Alright, so you are going to take a total of Boom.
Uh-oh.
Those are 2 rolls.
30 damage total.
Oh, that's not that bad.
That's not that bad.
I mean,
You got HP to spare.
Did it miss me with any attack?
No.
Oh, okay.
That was the lowest it rolled.
That seems about right for how this goes.
It's desperate. It's badly injured as well. And that is its turn. Don't mind me, I'm not doing anything, sussy. Nothing is happening. We do have a traffic jam, though. Thelonious, my big 8 boy, you have rock! It's not a rock, but it's close enough. So, what would you like to do with it?
Range 50 to 100 feet.
And yes, you indeed can see these skeletons approaching.
I can?
Can you? Wait, hold on. Yeah, you can.
Oh, yeah, there they are.
I was gonna say, wait, hold on. I think you
the
can.
combat sheet was in the way.
Ah. Just slightly in it.
Just kind of line that up. How far away are they? 60 feet. I'm going to grab a second torso
Oh my god. Okay.
for rock inventory.
You have 2 torso.
And then
jeez.
Some may say 2 rock.
the question here is when it says range 50/100 feet.
So 50 feet, normal attack. 100 feet, disadvantage at attack.
Wait, disadvantage at attack?
So you can throw up to 50 feet, and it will be at a normal roll.
Okay.
And then
I
you
get it.
can go an additional 50 feet for a total of 100 feet, with disadvantage for that additional 50.
So, I'm now torn between trying to throw to the left or throw to the right because it's basically a disadvantage at either way.
And it does not stack, so you can disadvantage it either way.
Actually, it wouldn't be a disadvantage. Yeah.
It would be because you're frightened of it.
Yeah, well, I'm saying like it wouldn't be for the distance though.
Yes, I'm just saying it doesn't stack. So like, if it was a distance, it wouldn't stack anyways.
We're gonna do a rock throw.
Yeah.
Actually, well, if I used an inspiration, would it cancel out the disadvantage?
It would.
We're gonna use the inspiration die,
All right. Who are you aiming at?
and we're gonna throw it at the. Actually, we're not gonna do that because I can just already see how that would go poorly. We're just gonna do a disadvantage and just chuck it at the nearest zombie, which is or nearest skeleton, which is the miserly.
All right. Chuck it.
Rock, attack, advantage.
You rolled it at disadvantage.
I know. I said I wasn't going to do the inspiration.
Oh shit.
I went back.
That hits though. Roll damage.
Is that a skeleton that has like a 1 HP?
They're also vulnerable to bludgeoning damage. So technically that thing takes 80 bludgeoning damage. It does not need 80 to kill it, I'll let you know. 80 is
oh my god.
overkill. 40 is overkill.
Is it possible for that to get knocked back and hit other ones?
You know what? Roll me a d20. Thelonious. High being yes, low being no.
Oh my god, jeez and crow. The 4s, you rolled like 6 4s today.
But can he use inspiration on that?
You know what? I'll allow it. I'll allow it because it was such a crazy fucking damage.
I don't know if I want to use it on that though.
That's fair.
I mean, what if it kills all of them because they only need like 1 HP?
I mean, the question here is, I don't even know what would that take out of an inspiration roll?
Oh my god, you rolled 4 6s on that 76.
I guess, I mean, I could do it. I guess.
You can do whatever you want.
I guess the question would be, how crazy of a roll would it take from inspiration? Or how crazy would it take out of inspiration for that?
Guess let's find out.
I don't feel like it's worth it. I think I'm just gonna fail this wisdom saving throw and move on. There we go.
Yeah, it looks like a fail.
We're just gonna infinitely fail these wisdom saving throws.
Oh god.
Should Liam and I have been doing more of the wisdom saving throws? I feel like I haven't done it.
No, because once you succeed, you're basically immune for like 24 hours.
Oh, okay.
But Thelonious just hasn't succeeded.
Yeah, I can't roll fucking anything like above a double digit anymore.
It's
You can
just...
roll 40 for damage, but you can't roll above like a 7.
Tommand's gonna move up because he sees the skeletons and he's gonna try and defend, you know, everybody.
For a second, I didn't see him. I thought he just disappeared and died.
Oh my god, no.
Because he just disappeared and there was just a corpse.
He does in fact hit, and this thing does in fact die. Which one is it? It's the crouchy one. Boom. Dead. Alright. 5, 10, 15. It's gonna try and stab. No, it does not. It does not stab. Courageous Wendigo is going to try to bite and claw at Luronk here. With a 7 for a bite. And does a 14 hit you?
It does not.
Alright, so that Wendigo does not hit you at all.
Alright.
Luronk.
So, if I use my reaction for that attack... So, how do reactions work? Is it on your turn? Or is it like each order you can have one reaction?
So with each round, you have one reaction to use. It resets on your turn. So you could use your reaction, like when the Courageous Wendigo went, and then on your turn, your reaction resets. But you cannot use the reaction, like, on your turn, because the reaction has to be in a reaction of somebody else's actions, you know?
Yeah, so I'm going to use one of my last 2 charges for Treacherous Strike, and it will need to roll one of those melee attacks against its friend, the Great Wendigo.
I like how you say these things have friends. Because they're definitely not friends. But it'll re-roll its claw attack, sure. It actually hits its friend. 4, 5 slashing damage, but it is non-magical.
Okay, well, I did not mean to double-click that.
I did not mean to move that thing. Jesus.
Well, I'm going to attack the Greater Wendigo at advantage again. 24 hits, I assume.
Yep.
Gonna do the normal damage on that, and I'm going to Tier 2 Smite, because I'm not happy with what it just did to me last turn.
No. Kill. I want to try to save it.
For 13 damage.
Alright. It's looking pretty bad.
I'm going to use my next attack at advantage at 25 hits, and there's the damage for 7.
Alright. So.
Uh-oh. Here it's going to explode.
As you strike it one last time, You see this thing start to fall to its knees, but not before it reaches out and lunges at you for a flurry of attacks. In its last-ditch attempt to just kill what it's fighting.
Oh my god.
It does hit you twice, but only for a total of 10 slashing damage.
Oh my god.
Alright, easy.
This thing falls to the ground, and Koso, you just hear soft sobbing coming from the chest cavity of this thing as the light starts to dim. Anything else, Luronk?
Oh,
This skeleton is going to try and attack our Tommand friend. It hits for only 3 piercing. Tommand's good. That's not that bad. I mean, it hurts a lot because he's an NPC with not that much HP, but it's not that bad.
He's still good.
Yeah. All right, Bren. There is a skelly.
There is a skeleton.
I just realized. No wonder why he missed. He tried attacking through a wall.
True.
That's the only sucky part about having DM vision, is you don't see the walls sometimes.
a 30 to hit?
That's a bit.
Yep.
Holy shit! Which type?
7.
Is protective skeleton. Well, protective skeleton isn't feeling very protected anymore.
Stabby stabby. And then back up and into my spot, and yeah, I guess I'll stay here, just making sure that nothing else. Actually, is there a possibility that I could like listen to see if I hear anything else to the south? Or...
Oh yes, roll me a perception check.
Cool. Blip.
Yeah, these things are mindless. They literally have no brain. You hear scraping of bone and metal coming down the halls.
Okay, I'll stay in my spot then, and turn.
Alright. Cynical skeleton's gonna go. Da-da-da, boom. And it's going to try and stab. Does a 22 hit you?
Yes.
Please take 7 piercing damage as this thing takes this little rusty short sword and just sticks you with it.
Alright.
Koso, the greater Wendigo has fallen. The light of it is starting to fade, and you hear sobbing coming from its chest cavity. There's also combat going on around you currently. What do you do?
If I would maybe I can't answer this. Is the Orby still like in his chest? Like, will my astral arm be affected by touching the Orby? Because I know I've seen a similar orb before, and Luronk almost just walked away with it.
Have you picked it up before?
We only know that Luronk did. So I don't know if...
Yeah, so you would not be sure if picking it up with your astral arm would have an effect or not.
We do know that the magic hand did not want it to be planted in the ground.
Magic hand did not want to be planted in the ground.
Because Tinnell had the, magic hand or whatever.
A mage hand, yeah.
Tinnell used the mage hand to pick it up, and nothing happened. Not that the mage hand wanted anything.
I'm gonna try to rip it out of the chest with my astral arm.
Luronk, you fall... Or not Luronk. Koso, you fall unconscious as you pick this thing up, and we'll get to you in a bit. I just want to wrap up this combat, and then we'll get to your plot point.
I'm just trying to save the person inside.
Thelonious. You big ape! You no longer afraid. You no scare no more. Frighten be gone, cause monster be dead. You be all good.
I hope I'm not goo. That'd be bad.
You're good. You're good.
Liquid ape is not a good time.
Liquid ape.
Alright, well, there's one skeleton to the right, so we're just gonna kind of walk up. Let's trigger multi-attack. Fist.
Yep, you fist.
Rip.
It doesn't hit, so...
Yeah, here's where all the wisdom saving throw attacks rolls are going.
Please fist again.
Oh.
Hey. Nice fisting.
Phrasing.
Nice fisting, Ashley. 2022.
You kill it. You kill it.
Alright, and then... go here with the rest of my movement. And then two more rocks, so I have 3 rock inventory.
Oh my gosh, 3 rock.
I just realized, Jordan, that this is what Trevor has become.
Yep, true. Wait, what's the last one?
I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I love it. Oh, there's more.
All right, courageous Wendigo, gonna try attack. Does a 22 hit you?
Yeah?
Please take 13 damage, and then make me a Constitution saving throw as bite make black glue inside you.
So that puts me at 0 health.
Oh. Then you
I'm going to
you
use
just
my
down.
relentless. I'm going to use my relentless endurance to be at 1 health.
You no longer down. And since the bite came before the claws, I will say you don't have to make that con save. Because you would have gone down with the bite. And Luronk, it's now your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna go take a slash at this bitch.
You don't have advantage, but go ahead and hit.
Oh.
No, that doesn't. No, I told you to hit, not. Okay, there we go.
Toxic.
I'm sorry.
Alright, for 11 damage. And if it doesn't kill it, I'm gonna tier 1 smite.
It does not kill it.
Cool, cool, cool. Tier 1 smite.
Gotta roll good.
Damn lash.
You kill it.
I'm just sitting here on 1 health looking at Koso being unconscious next to me.
Yeah, I'm fucking dead. Fucking ditch.
Luronk, do you do anything else?
Am I able to use like a bonus action to just glug 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 on one of my potions of healing?
Did we agree together that that was an action or a bonus action? I forget what we...
The standard rules say action, so it would be a homebrew rule for bonus action, but that's up to you.
I think we kept the standard rule last time we were discussing this, so I want to keep it consistent.
That is fair. So that is my turn.
Alright. Brendeth, there are a bunch of skellies.
There are a bunch of
But
skellymans.
they are all congregated in one spot.
True. Unfortunately, I don't have a way to take advantage of that, really. So...
I didn't know if you
No, I am simply a stabby surgery man. So I will perform some stabby surgery.
Nice.
With dissection. There's the button. I found it. Bam! The one directly in front of me.
Yeah, that one, fucking bites the dust. Which one was that one? Cynical? Dead. Bites the dust.
And then I will just take the attacks of opportunity, that's fine. think it's just one, but I can't see if there's others under the other bodies or what. See if I can get in range over here. Let's say this would be 30, 35. Can I squeeze around here? Does that work?
Yeah.
Like, okay.
I mean, it's dead. You can just push the corpse.
Oh, it's dead.
The
Oh,
thing
okay.
is
I didn't
dead,
see the big
yes.
skull on it. So I've been around the corner this whole time, so I wasn't sure what was
There's a
happening
reason why
in here.
there's not a big skull on it.
Oh, fair enough.
Because
But,
Kozo's going to become it.
No.
I'm gonna give
Maybe.
I give space for Thelonious to do his big ape thing, to go ape shit, and I'm here to help the others in here. So that's my turn.
I mean, I blame Liam because he told me about the magic hand, and I just assumed. No, I'm just kidding.
Gun,
I was gonna try anyways.
Try slam ape. Sorry, short sword ape. Does not. Jane, is brave girl. She big brave girl.
Sending it.
Gun try stab. I mean, she's been doing a good job so far. Oh my god. Dead.
Just like, did it just delete? You just deleted it. Not dead, just poof.
It's easier. It's easier.
Did she just crit it again?
She didn't crit it, but she killed it.
She fucking dusted it, apparently.
Shut up. No, she didn't. Still there. Attack. Does Tommand die? Is this what happens? Tommand turns a corner and then he dies? Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, let's just.
Try stab Jane?
Wait, did he die?
Big miss.
Whew.
Thelonious.
Okay.
You have fist. You can punch.
Punch.
Punch
The first one.
Did it drop the orb?
Fucking dead.
Oof. There's the damage. Wait, what is the range on it?
Next
10
one.
feet. Perfect!
Next one. Give me the damage. Yes. And you killed it.
Sweet.
We are, however... Alright, let's do... Come on, man. Do another nat 20 up for me. Ah, not a nat 20. Okay. Luronk. We are still in its turn order. You still hear some bones and metal scraping over here. Koso is unconscious right here.
Do I have the orb, or no? Did I just touch it and fall unconscious?
You have the orb.
Okay, so...
Here's the visual for you. Luronk, you look over at Koso, and Koso is laying on the floor, snoring, with one of his astral arms still, like, out. And that astral arm is being held straight up in the air, grasping onto this little orb.
Is he, like, standing up or laying down?
Koso is laying down. The single astral arm that's left is straight up from his laying down position, holding the orb.
Okay,
He does not seem to be dead, though. He is snoring.
So I know that went unconscious when he picked up the orb. Would it be an attack if I tried to use my sword to, like, knock the gem out of his hand?
Yes.
Do it. Please.
Or would I, Is that just because it's, like, a sharp weapon, so if I use, like, a warhammer, would it be...
You're trying to hit it out of his hand? That's an attack.
Okay. Yeah. Well, actually...
You trying to
can
hit
use-
it out of his hand doesn't mean if you stab him, he's gonna turn into a Lemur demon and go fucking into the river Styx.
Oh, okay, so...
Just in case that's what you were worried about.
Can I join Jordan's campaign if that happens?
Sure. I mean, that's Jordan's call there, I guess. Hey, Luronk. You go and whack the orb with your sword, and you fall asleep.
The fuck or shit.
It's bad. But wait, I still have it? Or it's now attached to his sword?
The orb is still inside your astral arm, or still being held by your astral arm.
This is bad.
Bren just walks into this happening.
Brendeth, you see Koso turn around and try to hit Koso's astral arm that's holding something. And you see him fall unconscious.
Alright. I also see that he's very badly injured.
You also see that.
Nope, not scalpel.
Please don't scalpel
Field
your friend.
surgery.
Does that
Technically involves the scalpel.
Is that a touch feature? Is that a feature that requires touching?
I mean, I perform surgery, so if I'm, yeah, I suppose so.
Hey, Bren.
Fair enough.
Oh my god.
You fall unconscious.
Oh no! Oh!
Alright. No more skellies. Jane's just gonna hide in the corner. Jane's like, oh my god, this is scary. My good Thelonious boy, this skeleton, this lone skeleton comes up on your ass. What do you do? Fist. Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Let's see that damage!
Gonna make fucking.
And that
Oh my
double, I
god!
guess. No.
Jesus Christ, you obliterated this fucking thing. This one got dusted. This is one that gets dusted. It's dust. That's great. Alright.
Everyone's asleep,
We're
and
just
you
gonna
don't know
do
what
this,
happened.
and I'm just gonna stop here. Like, just stop here and like,
Right. You stop there and you look around. Thelonious, you and your little monkey brain realize the fighting and the sound of fighting has stopped. And it looks like all of your comrades are laying over here.
So their orb thing is in the astral arm, being held up, right?
Yes. And you particularly don't know the circumstances to why they're all passed out. They could be dying, they could be knocked unconscious. But you do see the astral arm being held up with the orb. That is something that you do see.
Just for purpose of like visual reasons, what does the orb look like?
I'm happy you asked. The orb is slightly smaller than the previous orb that, or actually, you wouldn't know this, but it for the rest of you, it's slightly smaller than the previous orbs that you have come across. This one is about the size of a baseball, whereas the other ones were kind of the size of a softball, if that, if both of you guys know the size differences there. And this one has a swirl of almost like a very dark, like burgundy red, and a very like lilac type purple, swirling in a dusty fog inside of this orb. It seems almost peaceful when you look at it.
Scary orb get rock. That's the first thought.
I'ma just... You can totally do it. I'm just gonna ask... Are you sure? Because it is the size of a baseball, and all of your comrades are laying in a pile over there.
One of whom is on 1 health, just asleep.
You're on 1, like 1
Yeah.
HP.
He is on
Yep.
1 HP because
Oh.
he used his...
I look at it as if I throw past it, it should go past everything.
Okay, go ahead. Roll the hit. Alright. Give me 1 second.
So did something hit you so that you only had 1 left? I definitely missed when you ended up on 1 HP.
Wendigo killed me, but I have relentless endurance, so it puts me to 1 instead of 0.
Oh my god.
As
I
you
missed that.
roll, or as you throw this, you do in fact hit it. But as you hit it, the swirls seem to kind of like it's swirling slowly. It seems to speed up in a way as the torso makes contact with this orb. And as the orb starts getting knocked out of the astral arm, you feel yourself get pulled as if someone tugged you at the collar of your shirt, and you yourself end up where the torso is. And you connect with it. And you pass out.
Monkey!
The orb is out of Koso's hand, but everyone is still asleep. And this is where I do crazy cutscene shit because I want to. Well, also because plot. You guys all passed out at different times. But as you awaken, you see you are all in the same dream. You are in this evergreen forest. There is a pretty nice cabin, a young child with a deer head for a head is running around outside, and the halfling woman is nowhere to be seen. And you hear an echo through the sky. And it's not coming from any kind of creature per se. It seems to just be echoing all around you. And you hear, "I never wanted it to be this way. Ever since I was a child, my mom told me to never go too far from the home. That she had lost my brothers, all of them, to the gods. I tried to listen, but curiosity got the best of me. I had beautiful dreams of the other humans of the world, and I just wanted to meet them. One day, I traveled a little too far. And you see the child, who is now kind of a preteen, walk towards you guys. Not really looking at you, but kind of looking past you. And it runs with a little backpack attached to its back. And it whistles a sweet little tune as it goes by you. The sky darkens, and you feel the trees move around you. And you see yourself in a very familiar looking forest. It didn't take long for her to find me. And you see a woman. She is... Actually, I can show you guys a picture that was revealed to people before. You see a woman carrying a giant battle axe that is glowing a deep blue. And she is running around this forest and calls out, come out, wherever you are. Just talk a little bit. Don't worry. I won't let it hurt." And as she walks by, you see from behind one of the trees the little boy with the head of a deer head, poke his head out, looking at her, and then running in the opposite direction. The world doesn't move this time. What do you do? Or I'll ask, do you follow either figure?
Sorry, I had to step away for a second there. Is this all of us, or just all of us that are asleep, or just one of us?
All of you are with each other in the same dream.
Okay. And, based on my backstory, I feel like I would recognize...
Oh, you recognize that woman as Viana, the goddess of death.
Alright.
So,
Brendeth just laughs.
I kind of got confused with the story. The little girl with the backpack.
Little boy with a backpack. He has the head of a deer. What are you?
Okay.
What's the
So there's
confusion?
not a girl. I swear there was a girl.
Well, there was a halfling woman who claimed to be mom in your previous dream, or your previous little
okay.
vision.
I thought it was a dog. I could be wrong.
Nope.
So Koso's gonna look at Bren very concerned and ask, "What's funny?"
It was just... is this asshole. Yes, of course. Of course it is.
And what asshole would that be?
Well, do you not know much about the gods?
Question: do I have my amulet on with my mark in this dream?
I mean, yeah, you have basically everything that you had on your person is with you in this dream.
Okay.
Am I out of monkey form at this point?
No, you are no longer in monkey form. You are in person form. However, none of your injuries follow you in this dream. You guys seem to be in tip-top shape.
I wasn't tip-top shape.
Does it appear that the goddess of death can see us?
From what you've seen, you saw a very familiar-looking woods, and you saw the goddess of death walking around telling the little boy to come out. She didn't seem to see you, she didn't seem to see the little boy, and she walked, let's say, south. The little boy emerged from behind a tree and ran north.
I don't think I have any way of knowing one way or another. Should I have, religion check on the goddess of death?
Sure
in
thing.
this case?
What are you trying to, are you trying to...
If I have any clue if I know who the goddess of death is.
Of course. Yeah, I mean, the Pantheon is very popular in this world. There is a lot of religious beings. You've probably either heard or wrote a song or two about gods and, some stories that you may have heard. And Viana is, the goddess of death, known as the person who kind of guides those souls that have, just been, vanquished to the afterlife. You know her axe to be a magical weapon that can kind of store the souls of those she slaughters for future use as she sees fit.
Alright. So back to Brendan and Kozo's conversation.
Can I do a check to see if it's the same thing? If I know who that is?
Of course.
Because it'll determine whether or not I ask.
Also, are you guys in a rush? Because I'd love to finish up the little sequence before...
Nope.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not in a rush. What can I roll to see if the little boy was, is it he's trying to hide, or he just wants to GTFO?
Give me an insight.
Insight.
And Koso, you would know
I,
this. You would know kind of the similar details. Maybe not so much about her weapon, but you do know who she is and what she's known for.
right.
I'm just saying the weapon thing because I feel like Thelonious, if he wrote a song or
almost
somebody wrote a
specific.
song about that, they'd be like, her fucking axe smited shit. Oh, and something.
Is this normal or at disadvantage?
This is just do these at normal.
Can I,
This is a dream world.
Okay.
So you could. Sorry. Would you like to say something before I?
I would like to finish the conversation with Bren.
Okay.
It's like I was gonna say something based off of what, like, because I don't want to like have to go back. I want it to be like over.
Okay.
I was only gonna
Go
anyways.
through the conversation, and then I'll touch on Luronk's insight in a moment.
I just wanted to ask him. So, do you have a history with the goddess of death?
Well, you could not so much his then extreme dislike, disapproval.
So you've met her.
Well, I mean, this is most of the gods, though. Yes.
I'm gonna stand there silently, and you can move on.
I have many choice words. I would speak to the gods. Well, this may be an opportunity.
See. So there's nothing to say, so he's gonna chill.
All right. Luronk, with that 19 of insight, this boy looks frightened. But you also notice that the boy wasn't just behind the tree, but seemed to come out of the tree.
I will tell this to the group. Kind of say, that boy, he ran out of the tree. I don't know if she is hunting for that one in particular, or if he slipped out unnoticed. Because he appeared to come out of the tree. I don't know if we want to go investigate.
I personally think of keeping a distance from the goddess of death is always a good idea.
As much as I would appreciate the opportunity to speak my mind, I agree with the sentiment.
Alright. Are you guys moving towards the tree to investigate? Are you moving towards the way the kid ran? Or are you going towards the goddess of death? I assume that's the
Sounds like-
last one, because...
I figured just
Yeah, it
after the
sounds
kid.
like I think we're gonna go after the kid, yeah.
Alright. As you start stepping towards where the kid ran, the trees start to shift once more. And you feel as though, even though your feet are firmly on the ground, it seems the entire forest is rearranging before your eyes. And you see this child run past you at basically full speed. And it seems that the tree roots under your feet pull you forward to move at the same speed as this kid. And it's almost as if you are running with this child as he weaves through trees, tripping up once as he hears a thud, and a tree, one of the tree trunks next to him has a large glowing blue axe that has just been thrown, lodged into it. You hear laughs from behind you as you see the woman start to crest over some of the landscape and run towards the child. And as the kid runs, he bumps into a human. And then you hear a voice once more. I met this hunter. He said he could help me. I think he was a little scared of me, though. He's never seen something like me. And the landscape shifts once more, and you see the hunter running with this child, kind of piggybacked on his back. And he looks back at the goddess of death running towards them and says to the child, "Which way did you say your mom what? Ah!" And they fall off a cliff. The landscape shifts once more, and you see at the bottom of this cliff, still within the forest, kind of resting up against the wall of this cliff, you see the hunter, holding on to a broken leg. He seems malnourished, tired, and almost of gray complexion. The child is, building a kind of roof over their heads as the sound of thunder can be heard from further away. And the little kid bends down and says, "I'm sorry, I tried to use your arrows, but they all broke. I couldn't get us food." And then you hear the voice around you again. "We got a little desperate. I have never been hungry in my life, and I didn't know what was right and what was wrong, so I fed some of myself to him." And you see kind of time speed up as these figures move about, and you see this kid with cuts and gouges out of their arms and legs as they feed raw flesh to this human. The human, who is definitely going a little crazy from the hunger, eats the flesh whole. With time, speeding up even more, you see the man start to deform and turn into the wendigos that you have seen previously. After he is fully formed, the child falls back in fear as the wendigo starts to try and feast on him. In the child's fear, the child screams, and it seems as if the trees around him, the roots come up and envelop the two of them. And from the knot of the roots, a giant tree forms. You feel a light breeze, and you turn and see your group wandering into the misted grove, trying to solve the mystery of the missing people. And then the realm, or the forest changes once more, and you are outside of the... You're no longer unconscious, but you guys all have the unconscious symbols. You guys are outside of the lair per se, and there are 2 gravestones with almost completely melted candle wax or candles in front of each gravestone. What do you do?
Are we at our current HP or the?
Technically, pretend you guys are at your normal HP.
Okay.
Torch.
Koso is lighting a torch. As you light up
There we go.
as you light up the torch, Koso, you hear kind of a whistling tune from further in the forest this way. And it sounds a lot like the tune you heard the child play at the beginning of the stream.
Can I look at the 2 tombs to see if there are any markings on them?
Alright. There are markings. They are in common. One of the tombs says Carver Salt Bearer. Goddamn. And it's kind of written in a very sloppy, almost unrefined sort of common. And then on the other tombstone, it says me.
Me?
Mm-hmm. Is also written in that kind of sloppy, unrefined common. And you notice that there are kind of 2 little, like, not manhole covers, but basically like manhole covers. That's what these little circles are right here, over the front of the graves.
What direction was the whistling coming from?
The whistling was coming from this way.
A little scared.
How tall are the candles? Like, do we know how long they've been burning about?
You cannot tell because the wax has been melted, but they're basically at the bottom. So it looks like they're about to go out. And as you look around, you notice that there is another candle over here. And another one over here.
Hey,
Yeah?
I don't want to be a downer, but I really should get going. Sorry, it is getting pretty late for me. If you guys want to finish it without me, and I can read a recap or something like that, that's fine. I don't mind if it's a big moment. But it is.
No, that's okay.
I'm starting to lose focus. I'm tired.
You're totally fine. We are going over our normal time. So we will leave off with you entering this dream realm, seeing the story of this unknown child, and seeing 2 gravestones, one of which says me. And we will pick up next time.
Thank you for the session. I'm sorry to end it on a tease like that, but I'm out of it.
Okay.
Thank you.
I was very positive because I was going to start sprinting.
Good night, y'all. I got a bed.